Hello everyone, this is Safwan Nawafla. How are you today? I am happy to be with you on this time to record this lesson to you. Actually, this video is divided into two parts. First of all, we are going to find the domain and range of the graph or from the graph. The second part, we will find or classify the function as one-to-one or onto function. First of all, to solve like this question, you should know the meaning of domain and range and the codomain. Okay, we need to find domain, range, and the codomain of the function, and we need to classify or identify whether this relation is function or not. Okay, as you know, the domain can be defined as the set of all values to be evaluated by a function. The codomain is the set of all y values that could possibly result from the evaluation of the function. Could possibly. Please take care. Could possibly. What's the difference between the codomain and range? The range is the set of y values that actually result from the evaluation of the function. Okay, so that we can conclude the range is a subset from the codomain. The codomain is the mother of the range. Okay, now in this case, how we can find the domain? Actually, you are on the x-axis because, as we said, the domain is the set of x values to be evaluated. So that we need to draw two vertical lines. Yes, draw two vertical lines, and you should check. Now, the two vertical lines, as you see on this line, we don't have an arrow. We have a closed dot, we have an open dot. What does it mean? The closed dot, it should be close interval, and the open dot, which is an open interval. So that we have two numbers, which are the 2 and the 3. We can write it as from 2, which is closed on the x-axis, so that here we can write it as 2 up to 3. Yes, the 3 is opposite to open dot, which should be open interval 2, which is opposite to close dot, which is close. Now I'm gonna find the range. The range, to find the range in this case, or for or from the graph, you should draw two horizontal lines. Horizontal lines should join or cut the line, this graph from top and bottom, and you should find the vertical on the y-axis vertically. Okay, so that this is 1, 2, and this is a 3. As you see, the range is between 1 and 3. 1 is opposite to open interval, which is open 1, and the 3, which is opposite to the closed dot, which should be closed. So that we can rewrite it as 1, 2, 3, and because the 1 is opposite to open dot, the 3, which is opposite to closed dot, we can say the range is from 1 to 3, which means the 1 is not included because it has an open interval. The 1 is not included within this interval. The 3 is included because we have closed dot, so that it is closed. How we can decide whether this is function or not? To tell whether this is function or not, use the vertical line test. how we can use the vertical line test, just to draw any vertical line. The vertical lines should pass through this graph only with 1 point. So that this is function, yes. We can say it is function, yes. Yeah. Also, we can find the domain and the range for this graph. As I said before, the previous example, you should draw two vertical lines at the edge of the graph. And as you see, we have on the x-axis, you should walk on the x-axis, which is opposite, closed dot, which is opposite. This is -1, -2, -3, and -4, so that we should start from -4, which should be closed, yes, up to, we move up to 1, 2, 3, 4, which should be open or closed, should be open because it's opposite to open dot, should be open. Okay, now, how we can find the range? As we said, we draw two horizontal lines from the bottom and from the top of the graph, and you can, on the y-axis, as you see, we are starting, this is -2, and this is what? This is 4. As you see, 4 is bounded by 2 dots, which is open and closed. We consider it as closed. So that from -4 up to -2. From -4, the range is from -4 up to -2. Yeah, the graph, as you see, the graph passes through the -2, so that the -2 should be included, which is closed, and also because we have open and closed, which is opposite to -4 should be also closed. Okay, how we can tell whether this is function or not? Of course, you can draw two vertical lines, yes, vertical lines, which should be cross the graph. As you see, we have only 1 dot on the graph by the vertical line test, so that the vertical line test is passed, which means this is function. We can say, yes, this is function. Okay, let's move to the next slide, which is talking about the one-to-one and onto function. Actually, how we can decide whether the graph is one-to-one or onto, you should know the meaning of one-to-one. When we can say one-to-one function, can say the graph is one-to-one function in case all the values of range correspond or pair with exactly one value from the domain. Okay, from the domain. So in this case, how we can decide whether this graph is one-to-one? I need to find, because I'm dealing with one-to-one, I need to find the range first of all. Find the range of this graph R, which is the range. As I said before, to find the range for the graph, draw horizontal lines like this, horizontal lines, yes, which passes or cross the graph from bottom and from the top to find. Because we have an arrow like this,